I laid these cards. Hi. I laid these cards out the other day, and I never really got to do the reading for it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass this message through, because usually when I leave cards on the table, it's because they want I want to read them, and they also have a message that they want to share. Okay, I think this is something that we've probably touched on a little bit, but the first two cards I have out are called Breadcrumbing and Squad. And I feel like either your squad or you are going to be not seeing each other as much. Okay. I feel like you're taking your time picking and choosing what events and activities you want to spend with them or with others. You're being very particular. You're keeping your options open. You're saying, "Hey, I'll hang with you, but if something better comes along, then I'm more than likely going to go over there because, I'm trying to break away from you." You're looking for a closer clique of friends. I feel like these are the individuals that you may be interacting with now. You're just kind of outgrowing them. Maybe the scene is getting a little bit old, and so you're looking for people who are more solid, people who tend to kind of want to vibe in a way that you want to vibe, have ideas, and are looking to grow, looking to help each other move forward. You're not taking piecemeals of people. You're not just saying, "Oh, well, let me go with them because they called me." You're just saying, "Hey, I need more from you as friends, and since it doesn't seem like that can happen right now, or that's not working right now, I'm going to go ahead and keep my distance." This may make them salty, especially if you're the one who's breaking away. They may feel salty about it, or you may be feeling a little bit salty about the fact that they are breadcrumbing you. You're like, "Wait a minute, I'm always the one that pay for my way, or I'm always the one that maybe has the car, or I might have the ideas, or I might have always done this or something." You might be feeling a little bit type of sort like, "What, y'all gonna do me like that?" Okay, I understand. And that could be vice versa. They may be feeling like, "Oh, he or she, they don't want to hang out with me anymore. Why is that? They must be this." And they may, just feeling some type of way because you're deciding to move on. Especially if you've expressed to them that you're looking to grow and you're looking for new outlets for your creativity. And they may not, can understand that. They just looking at like, whatever, I'm getting ready to go back out on this day, and boom. So it could be that, but there's definitely some type of attitude that is coming, that's in the energy. I really feel like it's from others. I also feel like it's from others because you refuse to allow them to get under your skin. Now I'm seeing the flexing card, and it is coming in the past position. Maybe before you felt like you had to flex and stand up and make sure that they understood what you said, or maybe you was letting people flex on you. But I feel like now you're realizing that I'm done with those type of personalities. I don't want to be around that. It's always your way, and when it's not your way, you're pouting, or you're kind of making the event. They're making the event less exciting. Just really poor attitude when they haven't gotten their way. Really wanting to be the star or the center of the attraction. Just that kind of attitude. Maybe speaking to you or others kind of snappy or rude, or just making it a point to do things. Well, not they do things to you that they don't like done to them, and then when you call them out on it, they still try to have an attitude instead of saying, "You know what, you're right." And so they don't appreciate you calling them out on their poor behaviors or their bad attitudes. So that could be putting people into some salty type of moods because they don't like the correction, or maybe they're just used to people kind of letting it always slide. And I feel like you've gotten to a point where you're like, I don't have to scream and holler at you. I don't have to go back and forth with you. I simply have to state what I feel and then move on about my way, because I can't change you and I can't change how you respond, but I definitely can change how I respond. Okay? Let me pause this for a second. Okay, so we'll just jump right back in. I had to take a quick call there. It was pretty important. Okay, so there might be a little bit of attitude around of you kind of just pulling back and saying, hey, I don't want to do that. Or, hey, you're going to quit making it all about you. I have things that I want too. I want to be able to do these things or what have you. And it seems like we're always doing what you want to do. So I'm just going to go over here a little bit. And that might make some people feel a little bit, some type of way because they're used to being all about them. In the crowning thoughts, I'm seeing shipping, shook, and thirsty. And I feel like this is the group that you're with kind of shook because you are rocking the boat. You like, nah, I can't, I'm kind of caught off guard by your new behavior. And you are in this shipping type of energy, like, well, you could take it or leave it. I can kind of come or go. I don't necessarily feel like I need to be around here with this. Because this right here, this thirsty energy, where it's all about you and all about what you desire and what you like and making sure that you're happy, I feel like you're kind of over that. I feel like you, viewer, are over that. And it's like you're saying, I have emotions and feelings. I like for them to be listened to and validated. I would like to maybe do some things that I like to do. It just feels like you're saying, hey, there are other people in the room besides yourself. Why don't you pay attention to them? And that might be throwing, this person or this group of friends or what have you off, because maybe you're easy to get along with. Maybe you usually ride with the flow. You make a good time out of anything, whatever it is. But what seems to happen is then when you want what you want, it's a lot of extras to it. Well, this is that, or why don't they do it? And I ain't never did, and how come this don't make no, kind of that kind of stuff where people just gotta say something that kind of lets you know that it's not about me and what I want to do right now. So I'm just going to kind of complain and fuss until I can kind of get my way. And you're over that. You're like, no. And you're stopping it. I feel like you're really just cutting it out and you're stopping it and you're saying, you know what? Your personality right now is not attractive to me. I'm not liking the vibrations that I'm getting from it. So you do what you're going to do over here. And I'm going to go play over here for a little bit. And maybe we can meet back in the middle of the club or whatever later on. Or maybe right after dinner, I've decided that I don't want to do the extracurricular activity. I'm just going to go ahead and break off and do my own thing. And that's kind of like, well, damn, we planned this together. We did. But your attitude is making me not want to be here. And that might be something that you don't normally say to them. And so it's basically, they're going to be shook like, like that's just, and then most people will sometimes lash out with an attitude back. Well, then fine then, all this, but you never know. You know your friends better than I do, but they will be a little bit agitated, surprised, and just like, well, wow, and it's crazy because some of them will want to rectify the situation because they really want to hang with you, but it's going to be a challenge for them to be able to, we'll use the word, humble themselves and say, my bad, I'm sorry. Was I being a little bossy? I apologize. Was I being a dictator? Some of them might be able to see that and correct themselves. But the main thing here is that you are saying, okay. I also feel like, or in the possible outcome, I'm seeing sus, bay, and swerve. And I feel like this could be even in a little bit more of an intimate type of thing. Like, I definitely feel like you are cutting ties with people who are just not, you're not vibing with right now. You're looking at people with suspicious eyes. Like, you know what? You be acting kind of shady, and I don't really know if I want to be bothered with you right now. You know, I don't know if I like the energy you giving me. Was that something slick you just said about me? And usually I probably let it slide because I don't let you get under my skin. But now I'm starting to pay attention to it a lot more, and I don't think I like it. Bae, this could be someone that you are starting, or this could be the person that you're suspecting. Like, you know, maybe you are starting to feel some untrustworthy vibes about somebody that you are in a relationship with. Maybe they haven't been acting like they used to do, like they normally do. Maybe they've been breadcrumbing you. Maybe they've been dodging you, swerving you. Okay. Not really wanting to spend the time with you, making excuses, just those type of things. Now, this could be them swerving you, or again, this could be you swerving them. All the same, there is somebody in this situation who is seeing things for what they really are and seeing people a lot more truly and deeply than what they may have previously seen them as. Underneath the, yeah, you're just like, and I don't believe it. I need more than this. And I just feel like you're ready to jump out and get out of here. You're not desperate. You're not anxious to have, you'd rather just be chill by yourself than to be dealing with all of these extra emotions. I feel like these emotions are things that you think about, but I don't feel like you're angry about them. I just feel like you're like, you know what, I'm done with being angry and salty or whatever. I'm done listening to the bullshit. So let me just remove myself. Let's see what they say underneath the deck. I'm seeing receipts. See, not believing what you're told, needing evidence and proof. I think you're saying, you know, if you really are my friend, then how come we can't do this? How come we always doing this? Or how come, you know, it always seems to be about you, okay? Put on blast. That's how they're going to feel. You know, that's how they're going to feel when you say, I don't think I like your attitude. You're talking to me a little too reckless. Or, you know what, I'm not feeling this. They may feel like you're putting them on blast, but actually I think what it really is that they usually will say something that's a little snarky, and you don't usually respond. You'd be like, okay, whatever, and you just let it go. But then you might turn around and be like, when they say something about that makes you a little uncomfortable, or maybe might embarrass you a tiny bit, you might turn around and say, well, that ain't no different from when you peed on yourself in a parking lot. And I don't know if they did that or whatever. But, you know, you're just kind of like, you're not going to keep putting me out there like that and expecting me to have to just keep smiling and shrugging it off. Yeah, because they're in their feels. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen, is that they're going to feel some type of way because you ain't responding in the way that they want you to respond. And you're pulling yourself back. You're saying, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting my emotions make me act a fool on you. I'm just going to go ahead and remove myself. Now, they may show out a tad bit, maybe want to put you on blast, maybe want to try that loud talking thing, but you are going to do nothing but finesse. You're going to use nothing but finesse, as well as be low key. They gonna want to call you boo. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, somebody's gonna try you, and you're just not. I feel like you're just gonna handle it like a boss. You're gonna handle it like the individual that you've been telling yourself you want to grow into, and you're going to be doing that. So they might try to put you on blast, try to be, a little bit basically rude, call themselves reading you or what have you. And you're still going to say what you need to say, but you're going to say it with finesse, right? You're not going to be sneaky about it. You're not even it says getting something in a slick way. I feel like you're going to say what you need to say, but it ain't gonna be with all that extra loud talking. You're gonna say, well, that's cool, but you just figure that out while you do whatever, whatever. And you're gonna finesse the project or the process and go on about your business without having to show your ass. Then when somebody telling the story, they're gonna say, well, all she did was say whoop, 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 and moved on. And people be like, and that's that. So it's going to be you're going to play it very well. It's going to be a well-played response, okay? Because we're not reacting the same way, we're responding differently. And I think we discussed that a little bit before. You're going to give your feelings and stuff a chance to respond and not just react immediately when they say something that you don't like. Instead of you just popping off at them like, you know what, I'm sick of your ass saying whatever, whatever, whatever. No, you're going to tell them off with a nice little, and you're gonna move about your way. It's gonna be a well-played move that you do, okay? Low key, you're gonna realize that, like I said, you're not gonna necessarily be super loud about it or whatever, but you're gonna say what you need to say, and then you're gonna get on because you just don't feel like arguing. It ain't worth arguing. Why argue? And you're gonna start keeping your business and yourself to yourself a lot more, okay? And of course, they're gonna have something to say about it because they gonna want to call you bougie. Oh, she acting stuck up. She was acting like this and being like that. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, well, be bougie. It's okay. Be bougie. Be bougie because they have no chill. They got to be acting all extra, and they don't want to admit that they act extra. They may not be super loud, but what they are is maybe they say rude comments, or they interrupt you when you're speaking, or they gotta be the center of attention, or all of these things that they really come out of their neck with. They just really extra for some reason, and you're just like, you don't even care. Like it says, no regard for others' feelings. No, it's usually just about them, okay? They want to call you a simp, make it seem like you a punk because they're not soliciting or eliciting the response from you that they want, right? They want to push your buttons, and they want to make you respond in a way that you have promised yourself that you're no longer going to do. So they may try to call you out as a simp, but really what I'm hearing is that you just need to go ahead and take some time out from them. Go ahead and detox. Just take some time out. Whether it's stop calling them for a little bit, don't be on social media with them for a minute. Just take a break, a breather. I feel like it's time to take a breather from them and maybe focus in on some new people. Yeah. They may be extra and start gossiping about you and trying to make the encounter that you have a lot more over the top than it is. Oh girl, let me tell you, or oh dude, let me tell you how he did, or this, that, and the other. They're just be putting extra icing on the cake. And of course, in the process, making it seem as if they were the victim. Okay, and then be gossiping. Let me tell you how it happened. Let me tell you how it happened. I'm gonna tell you all the drama that went down with so and so, right? Super extra about it. And you're just gonna go on about adulting. You're just gonna go ahead and slay the competition, and you're going to slay those demons. You're going to cut that person out of your life. You're just going to say, you know what, I'm now focusing on some things that I need to be focused on, because these people right here, they not grown enough for me anymore. I need to cut them out. And that is a very big theme that has been going on lately. If something, someone, a situation is not serving you, then it is time for you to move on. Let them watch from afar. Let them be taking their little unhealthy characteristics and their traits somewhere else. Let them watch you. Let them peep game. Because remember, you keeping it to yourself. You staying low key. You've been working on you. You going in there doing what you gonna do to build your success. Okay, to make yourself and your life bigger and stronger. And then guess what? Sorry, not sorry. I did what I did for me. I did what I did for me, and I have no apologies for having removed myself from this situation where you wasn't really treating me nice or talking to me nice or valuing what I bring to the table. So, sorry, not sorry. And that's that. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly how you should be. Especially if you've operated in your highest capacity, then there's no need for you to have to be sorry about anything. You made a move that seemed like the best move for your soul and your spirit. Okay? I encourage you to do that. There is an exercise or small little thing that you can do where you actually look at people and how where they rank at in your life, right? And I'm gonna see if I can find it, or maybe I'll draw it out. It was in one of the therapy sessions that I attended, so that you can get an idea of how close you really hold people to your core values, and you place them at a numbered spot on those values and see where they rank. But you definitely want to just take time to see how much do you trust a person, how much do you believe in them, and how much do you believe that they believe in you. And you really want to not onus. What is that? You just want to look at the worth. What is it that it's bringing to you? How valuable is it for you? And how important is it for you to hold on to? And then you really want to start making changes to remove those people or spend less time with those people, and then call in the ones that you really do value and that add value to your life, okay? Very, very important major theme here is to make space for the good things that you expect. All right? We will talk again soon.